Hi guys, this is Vineet, and in today's video we will discuss about how you can work with SQL Server Groups. So let's go to our notes. So let's first connect to SQL Server. We are connecting. Let's move on to my notes page. So today we are going to talk about how you can work with SQL Server Groups. So why do we use SQL Server Groups? Basically we use them to organize sets of computer running SQL Server. Set of computers running SQL Server. So basically if we have multiple SQL servers running in our environment, we can group them into certain groups, and therefore we define some server groups for that, and we can organize these groups by either functions, departments, or any other criteria we like. Okay, so basically creating a server group is very easy, and we can also create subgroups within one server group. So let's talk about the SQL Server Groups and the registered server views. So basically we create groups in registered servers views. Let me type that. So we use registered server views to create groups, or to create server groups, we can say. Wait a moment, guys. Server groups. Alright, so let me show you how you can open up registered server view. So you need to press Ctrl Alt plus G key. That will open up the registered server view, which you can see on the left hand side of the screen. Here we have a registered server view for database engine, analysis services, reporting services, and integration services. So let's work with the database engine registered server view. So here we have already a local server group defined. So this is static. Under that you can create various server groups. So these are basically top level groups which we see in the toolbar. So we have a top level group: database engine, analysis services, reporting services, and the integration services. So in this video we are going to work with the database engine group. So here we have local server groups. So we can create any additional groups under the local server groups. So we can right click on it and choose the new server option. So let's do that. So it asks for the group name and the group description. So how can we define a groups in our organization? So groups can either be created based on divisions or business unit model. So group names reflect the divisions or business units to which the computers running SQL Server belong to, or where they are located. So basically, for example, let's say we have a division or business operation unit like support. So we can give group name support, and we give description to this group like SQL servers used by our support group, giving some definition. So this is the definition. Hit OK to create this group. So right now in this machine I'm only using a single instance, so it is directly under the local server group. I can move this system to the support group as well. So let's see how we can move. Give me a moment. So I can select move to, and I can select the group to move it under. So let's move it to support group. So now we can see my server is now under the support group. Likewise, many groups can be created. For example, I've created a support group, so similar group can be created for engineering, the operations team, or the HR team. And we can also create group based on the geographical location model, so maybe country wise, city wise, state wise. So these are the criteria to create the group. So under a group also we can create subgroups. So under support we have any separate groups, so we can create a new subgroup by selecting the new server group option. So far we have shown you how you can create a new server group. Now we will tell you how to delete a server group. So we have created a support server group, so in order to delete it, right click on it and select delete. So it will give us a warning like are you sure you want to remove the selected server group. If we hit yes, so right now I have seen that server is removed as well from this group from the database engine. So let me see how we can bring back the server to this registered server group. So Control Alt G. So right now it's not showing me anything. So basically we need to perform like new server registration to add a server into it. So I need to specify localhost and then we can like save the server to create a server. So the server we have. So ideally when you create the group, make sure you move the servers under that group to some other group, otherwise those servers will also get deleted and from the group folder and from the local server group as well. So later on if you want to add the server, you need to do a new server registration and you need to select the servers. So here we have two instances running, so we can add both of them. So these are the two instances, instance 1 and the local host. We can check the other services as well. So how many instances of SQL Server are we running? So if I open up the services app, let's wait for it to open. So if I take it to the standard view, and we have a service with the name Microsoft SQL Server. So let's check server names start with SQL Server. So we have two instances of SQL Server running on the same server. So first instance is the default instance, which is 7 SQL Server. Secondly, we have second installation of SQL Server on this system, which is an instance 1. So though two instances of SQL Server are running over here. So under that local server group, I have added both by doing a new server registration, and I can again like create a group. So like earlier we created support group, and what I can do, I can move either both the servers or the individual server. So what I need to do, right click, and I need to move the server to specific group. So I'm moving this one to support group, rest the other instance I'm taking it outside under the local server groups. So what we have done is we have shown you how you can delete a server group, but make sure that you first remove the server, bring it to like the other groups. If I want to delete support, let's move the desktop instance into the local server group, and then we can easily delete the group without any issues, and we do not need to register the server instance again. Alright, and now we will talk about how we can edit and move the server groups. So server groups have various key properties that you can edit. We can edit the name of the server group. So let's first create a server group support. The server group is used to manage support team SQL servers. So hit OK. A server group is created, and we can edit the various properties of this server group. We can change the name. So we have named it support initially, and we can check the description, and we can change the location in the registered server hierarchy as well. So let's see what we can do. Is I can So we need to right click the group in the registered server view and then select the properties if we want to change anything. So it gives us a dialog where we can change the name. So we can change the name as well as the description. So let me change it to engineering team. Alright, so this can be changed in the properties. So we have given a new group name and the description, and we can also work with groups like there's a task defined. We can move the group to various location. So here we have a single group defined, so we can't move it somewhere apart from under the local server groups, but yeah, if we have additional groups, we can move this group under various other groups, make it a subgroup of some other registered server group. So this is done. So we have also shown you how you can add SQL Server to a group. When you register a computer running SQL Server for use with SQL Server Management Studio, you can choose the group in which you want to place the server. So we can also create a new group specifically for that server. So for now, let's move this to the engineering group. Alright, so we are done with this video, guys. I thank you so much for your time. If you really like this video, please hit on the like button and do subscribe to my channel. And if you want to make any contribution to the channel, there is a Razorpay link through which you can make some contribution to our channel. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.